Hi, thanks for joining me for Storytime today. Today's story is called Porcupine's Pie. It's written by Laura Renauld and it's published by Beaming Books. Let's find out what happens. Porcupine's Pie. Porcupine prickled with excitement. It was fall feast day. Her mouth watered as she opened her pantry. 1 stick of butter, 2 handfuls of sugar, and 3 scoops of flour. In a pail, she had a pile of rosy red cranberries, just the right ingredients to make her famous cranberry pie. Sounds delicious. Porcupine read her recipe. Step 1. Wash the cranberries. She stepped into her favorite boots and waddled down the path toward the river. There she goes. Porcupine stopped to rest at the base of Squirrel's oak tree. Squirrel, Porcupine called, are you making your famous nut bread for fall feast day? Squirrel poked her head out of her nest. No, it's just plain nuts for me this year. Bread needs flour, and I have none. Don't look so sad, Squirrel. I have flour to spare. Uh-oh. Look at her cranberries. They're falling out of her pail. Squirrel scampered down the tree trunk. Really? Oh, thank you, Porcupine. The flour is in my pantry, Porcupine said. Help yourself. That was really nice of her. Porcupine continued toward the river. When she waddled by Bear's cave, she called, Bear, are you making your famous honey cake for fall feast day? Bear lifted his nose from a book. No, it's just plain honey for me this year. Cakes need butter, and I have none. Butter, you say? How much do you need? Porcupine asked. Only half a stick. I have butter back in my den. Help yourself. Bear dropped his book and nearly gave Porcupine a hug. Thank you, Porcupine. What a nice friend. As Porcupine neared the river, Doe's thicket came into view. Doe, Porcupine called. Are you making your famous apple tart for fall feast day? Doe gracefully stepped out onto the trail. No, it's just plain apples for me this year. Tarts need sugar, and I have none. Uh-oh, Porcupine's losing more cranberries over here. I'd be happy to lend you some sugar. Help yourself, Porcupine said. Doe's bright eyes widened. Porcupine, thank you. You have made this a very special fall feast day. At the river, Porcupine looked inside her pail. Oh no, she gasped. Her pail was empty. Oh no, she lost all her cranberries. How is she going to make cranberry pie? Uh-oh. Look at all the little cranberries that her friends are finding. She spilled them all over the forest. Knock, knock, knock. Porcupine, are you making your famous cranberry pie for fall feast day? No, Porcupine answered. It's just plain pie crust for me this year. I lost my cranberries, and now I have none. She's very sad about that. She opened the door. Doe, Squirrel, and Bear had their famous culinary creations in one hand and an offering in the other. Leftover nuts, said Squirrel. A dribble of honey, said Bear. A few extra apples, said Doe. And A handful of cranberries, said Bear. Well, look at that. They all brought something to share. I could just hug you, Porcupine beamed. If I can't make my famous cranberry pie, there's nothing better than a festive friendship pie. Well, that turned out really nice in the end. It's really nice to have friends to share things with, and friends who share things with you. Maybe you can make a pie with your family and share it with your family, or give it to somebody else so they can enjoy it. Or maybe you'll find a different way to share today. Whatever you do, I hope you have fun. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.